What's good, credit people and shit? It's your boy, Bob Lamb. And today I just wanted to talk about, very briefly, what Trippie Redd said on his Instagram story either last night or a couple nights ago. I don't know when it was, but this is when the clips started, surfacing around on different media and blogs and pages on Instagram. But he was basically calling out all the C-list rappers. I guess God does not want me to talk about C-list rappers. He don't want me to diss them. I ain't dissing them though. That's Trippie Redd. And by the way, some people were calling him a C-list rapper after he called these other rappers out. I don't think he's C-list. I think he's like B-list. Kind of A-list would be like Drake, Kanye, maybe that's A+, and then what, like Lil Baby, Durk, Lil Uzi Vert, like they're A, or maybe they're B. I don't know. Trippie would be, if Uzi is B, then Trippie would be C. If we're just talking about like sales, because usually sales is indicative of like size celebrity they are, which is exactly what he's talking about. But regardless, maybe he is a C-list rapper. I don't know. But a Love Letter to You series, it usually sells like 70 to 100K first week sales. So I think with a Love Letter to You 5, he's kind of like showing y'all his huge, crumpet downstairs, swinging that shit around like it's an elephant trunk. But what great timing that he said it right when his ex-girlfriend Coi Leray just dropped an album. Now, I'm not the one that's saying he's talking about her necessarily, although again, it is a pretty strong coincidence, as well as 504 and for the evidence that we're going to talk about very soon. By the way, sorry that I haven't been streaming. I'm going to try to stream, but I really don't have good enough internet where I am right now traveling to see my girl's family for Easter. But let me just play this clip first so y'all get the context of what Trippie Redd's trying to say, and then I'll give my opinion afterwards.
I need all the C-list rappers, nigga. We about to create Avengers of trash niggas, nigga. We gonna sell what? If we all put our 30,000 first week together, nigga, we gonna make a bill, nigga.
All right, so first of all, he said, assemble the Avengers of trash rappers. Now, it's a huge analogy nowadays with rap albums when you get like a whole bunch of big features on one album. We said that about a Whole Lot of Red. We said that about like Trip at Night. We said that about other albums. I can't remember, but usually it encompasses like getting Cardi, Drake, Uzi, Durk, all the like streaming giants, maybe Polo G, NBA Youngboy. Insert your favorite rapper who actually sells like over 100K consistently. But with the atrocious sales of Coi Leray coming out after her saying that she's gonna be #1, and Trippie and Coi have like beefed in the past, I'm not completely sure if they're cool now. I never really have beef with past exes because it's like, if you still care, that means you still somewhat love them. If you were completely over them, then like, why even wish harm upon them? That's why I don't really hate anybody individually. That just means that you care too much. But regardless, Coi Leray is expected to sell 11K first week. Meanwhile, she literally got like everybody on her album. Now, not like our favorite rappers per se, but she got some streaming giants such as like Nicki Minaj, who's selling 200K with Queen, I believe was her last album. She got Lil Durk with No More Parties, but that was a remix that dropped so long ago, so I can't see how that would have helped her. She waited way too long, as we already discussed with her flopping with 11K. She got Tekka, who does pretty good, Pooh Shiesty, but that was again an old song. She should have capitalized way earlier, but I guess she waited, and that's exactly what happens. You flop when you let your hotness die down a bit. But if you count how many solo songs she actually had, it was about 8. And the total number of tracks is 20. So I don't know about y'all, but when an artist literally stacks their album with features and they have less solo songs than their features, it's literally just like it ain't even their album at that point. It's just like a collab tape or a compilation tape. Like when I want to hear someone's album, I want to hear you. When you get a whole bunch of features, do that on like the singles or like a few here or there. But what Trippie's trying to say, in my opinion, maybe not for just Coi Leray, but like there was no point of putting like, say, I don't know, G Herbo or like even 504, even though he dropped at the same time, or Young Blue or Young MA. Maybe the Young MA thing is because it's like a similar audience to Coi Leray, kind of like the tomboys. But regardless, like, why get so many features that aren't necessarily gonna help your sales unless like you just really fuck with them and you want them to be on your album? But it's just not a good look, especially when features are supposed to boost your albums, because you're getting like other fan bases to come listen to your album. And again, streaming giants like Nicki Minaj, you got the whole barbs coming for you. Same thing with 5Yo Foreign, except to a further extent, in that I counted his solo songs. And by the way, he got like the Kanye co-sign, and Kanye was on one of the songs. He only had 1, 2, 3, 4 solo songs if I'm counting correctly, whereas he got, like Trippie was saying, like C-list rappers. No diss towards them, because some of them already had their time to shine, such as like Blueface, who he doesn't even have an Instagram anymore because he's literally showing bitches' vaginas on his Instagram story, so he got banned. But like, what was the point of getting say DJ Khaled on one song? Like, why not just be on his album? Like, that feature isn't gonna help. Neo is, you know, he's like an OG. He's a Hall of Fame rapper. You got Coi Leray, 2 Quavos. He did get some streaming giants again, like Polo G, Kanye. But I think Trippie is kind of throwing shots or shade. I don't think he's like dissing them, but he's just making it apparent to people. Like, some of these people just be trying to stack their albums in a marketing effort to, again, boost up their sales with the fan bases of their features. But it doesn't make sense, because when you diversify too much, it's not even your album anymore. So it just looks corny as hell. It's like, let's get a whole bunch of 30K selling rappers and then we're gonna get to 1 million. At least in my opinion, he's just trying to allude to the fact that it's blasphemous. So is he necessarily dissing Coi and 5Yo Foreign? Not sure. I think he's just kind of pointing out the concept of these mid rappers that just get other mid rappers on their projects, and it literally doesn't do anything. Why not just blow a bag 100K on like a Uzi feature so you actually get a big look, as opposed to flopping and spending probably more money in total than just getting a big feature from maybe Trippie Redd himself. But again, y'all let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. I actually am genuinely curious as to what y'all think, because again, Trippie Redd was pretty vague in this Instagram story. And of course, make sure to like and subscribe to the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, people. Know what I'm saying?